We're live.
And we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello from wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Sharon. I'm based in Melbourne, in Australia. And today I'm here with Nashli, Anita, and Bernie. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
And we're
Thank
all from
you.
different areas of the world, Canada, the USA, and Australia. That's amazing. Thanks, guys. So today we were meant to have Mary with us, but unfortunately she could not make it. But that said, we are here and excited to share this with you. The conversation is amazing, so stick around. So, and we'll be talking about why being busy doesn't necessarily mean you're building anything. So, this topic really matters because so many people are constantly, on the move. You have your days are full, you have long hours, you're rushing from one thing to the next, you're still feeling, even after doing all that, you're still feeling like you're not moving forward. So it's not about, looking down on people who are busy. No, because most of us have to be busy, right? It's
Yeah.
about understanding the difference between effort and progress. So I'll start off with the first question that I normally ask. So the question is like this: what's the difference between being busy and actually building? What's the difference between being busy and actually building? So for me, being busy looks like this: always rushing. Every day, I felt like I couldn't fit anything else in. But at the end of the month, nothing really changed. So it was the same thing over and over. And work, responsibilities, different things I was obligated to do, just trying to keep up pretty much. It felt like I was just rinsing and repeating things. So there was lots of effort, but there was no real progress. So that's when I realized being busy is about, the tasks and the hours. You're constantly doing, but you're not necessarily moving. You're not moving forward. So building is different. And here's how it's different. When you're building, what you do today, it actually helps you tomorrow. You're learning skills, you're putting systems in place, you're creating something that actually grows instead of just every day starting from zero. So for me, that shift happened when I started building a business intentionally, like really having it in my mind that I want to start building something in this way and this is what I want to achieve. So it wasn't just working more hours and doing more things and not necessarily getting anything that would give me that extra time, extra peace. So that's when I really started to feel progress when I started my online business, because I got more control over my time. I could be where I wanted to be. I could do things I wanted to do. And I just had a peace of mind, in my head. So, in a nutshell, being busy keeps you occupied. But when you're building, it actually moves you forward. So, that's the difference. And once you see that, once you start seeing that yourself, you start questioning, where does my time and energy go? Where are you really going? So I actually have an example actually of this gentleman. It popped up in my mind when I was just thinking about this. There's a gentleman who, when we were younger, I remember him. He would come to our parents' house and help out with a lot of things. He was one person, not just our house, even other people's houses. He would do all the manual work, everything. We knew him as a hard worker, and everything would go well. But I look at him today, he's still where he is, even worse. So when I look at that, I look at it as he was busy. He wasn't really building anything. So this topic really excites me, and I'll probably leave it there, and I'll bring in Nashley to sort of like add more onto this, because I know she may have a different view on this. But yeah, Nashley, when you're ready.
Thank you so much, Sharon. And those are great points shared right there. So, but that's exactly how I look at building myself, because I've got the question here. Hold on. I've got a question here which says how, how busy can, how staying busy can keep you stuck. So it's exactly like that, like the example you're giving, Sharon, about the gentleman you're saying. Sometimes you do so much to keep yourself occupied, to keep yourself on track of doing something every day, and feel like, oh, look, if I'm busy and if I've got my full, my full day work, it means I've done so much. It makes you feel like you've done a lot more. It feels like you've done actually, you've been more productive, so to speak. So that usually gets people confused as to if they're building or if you're actually just doing the same thing every day, and you're thinking you're building and heading somewhere, and or expecting yourself to be in another place in the next 5-10 years. Some people set themselves in those sort of time frames to say, look, if I keep doing what I'm doing now, in 10 years I should be able to see, or I'll be retired, or I'll be this. And sometimes that's the worst mistake, because for many people, you should actually realize that it doesn't mean that you've gone far ahead. It stops you from learning new skills. It stops you from reevaluating things, because sometimes you're stuck in your head of doing the same thing every day. You're busy. You barely get a chance to sort of just slow down for a minute and look at other options or things that might be just around you, to help you achieve your personal goal, be it financially, be it financially, or just things you want to do in life, because you're caught up in doing what you do every day, and it gets to be more of a comfort zone. So it's so important to evaluate every now and again. Keep your tasks to minimal. Do a fewer tasks than for you to give yourself 10 things to focus on. And you seem scattered all over the place, which stops you then from looking at yourself for that personal growth, for that motivation to do other things that might actually bring you the results you need, with working on fewer things to give you the best result. Because some things, or some things you might have done before, might not be giving you the same result, or just that personal motivation goal to get to where you want to be. Exactly. In my case, guys, I'll give you an example. I felt like I was using a system that wasn't working for me. I kept doing it for the last 10 years. I'm doing healthcare work, and I felt like I'm getting somewhere. Or in my head, I did thinking, okay, if I keep doing extra shifts, or if next year, if I aim to, be in a different tax bracket, and only then will things sort of work out for me, and my retirement will look sooner, prettier sooner. But then it felt like I felt like I'm going on a rat race where I'm not getting anywhere. So that on itself reminded me, like, look, actually, we gotta evaluate things, look around you, smell the coffee, see what works. Use systems that make me not dedicate all my time entirely to, build someone else's dream. Instead, look at ways that I can, leverage off and have systems in place to help me get ahead, and how quicker can I get there without having to give so much time to it. So that was my wake up call, and I think many of us might probably feel the same, or you've experienced something similar, which keeps, it brings you back to the idea of, okay, how much work do I have to do before I have to look at other options, or generally not be too comfortable in whatever you're doing. And if it's not working, reevaluate and do other things. So that is my question today. What are you guys? Okay, I'll leave the last question to, what are you actually doing today, or as the year ends 2025 for yourself, to look into 2026 to be different, or to for you to not stay stuck in whatever you're doing, or if you things that are not working for you, are you perhaps looking at other options or things that would then help you in the future? And I'll leave you with that today. Thank you so much. And I'll leave, I think, the next question to Anita. I'm sorry if I'm not sure if it's Anita.
Yes,
But
yes, it's me.
please. There
So,
you go.
naturally, we can't see your picture.
You can't see my picture.
No.
Oh, what happened there?
So, in the middle of your, your question,
You just
answering,
went. Oh,
yeah, it just
oh,
went off. So,
okay.
okay,
Everybody.
I'm gonna go ahead and start.
Yes, you start.
So now you see that, if you are staying busy, it does not mean that you are building. It does not mean that you are progressing. So you have to stop and evaluate yourself as where you're going, where you're going to be in 5 years, 10 years, or next year, after 1 year. So when I started evaluating myself, that's what I found out, that um, it's not doing more that matters, it's doing what that matters, right? So when I realized that
Mm.
I was working from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 p.m., 5 days a week, when I was going home I was tired, I was not able to participate in my parents care. And the way I was coming up with my family, I was not really giving the best to my family at the same time. So at that time I started thinking that maybe I have to say no to things, right? So then I gave my resignation, saying that I don't want to work that many hours. um so they said, no, 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 we like you, we want you to be here. I used to see like 20 patients a day. So at my work, my boss told me, we're gonna make it less for you. We're gonna give you like 12 patients a day instead of doing 20 patients a day. We're gonna lighten it up, or we're gonna increase your salary, blah blah blah. And I said, no, this is it. I started saying no to things that does not, in the long term is not helping me. Okay. So I started saying no. I started making my boundaries that I'm going to work only 30 hours a week. Okay. And so that helped me, figure out, what really is going to help me build something rather than just working hard every single day. So I started prioritizing, my family, and then I started doing income producing activities. And one of those income producing activities is coming into this business, digital business, that will help me with my personal development, as well as it's going to help me growing my business. So in 5 years, I might be able to retire. In 10 years, I'll be in a better place. I will have legacy for my kids, grandkids. So I realized that even though I was working overtime, sometimes I was working during the holidays, but missing the family, it does not, it's not equal to that money that I was getting extra, like time and a half extra or whatever. um, at the same time, I was missing my family, and yeah, I was able to make some extra income, and I was able to pay for my vacation. But I didn't wanted to go vacation once a year. I wanted to have more vacations a year. So when you build for yourself, you are able to go for more vacations. You are able to enjoy more with your family. So I decided those things, and then I started concentrating on things that really, make sense, that will help me go forward. Like, I started my digital business, I started group activities, I started making my ad, I started, training and learning new things, and that helped me going forward. And like doing going lives and stuff like that, that helped me make the brand for my business. And that's how we know each other, even though we are from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
But this sense of me having my own business going forward makes sense for me. It's more progressing rather than staying stuck in one place and not going forward. So so we have to choose long term goals, like getting a quick time and a half and going for vacation was a little thing for short time, but we have to look for long time things, and those things that will help us in the long run, like having your own business, and then working for your business so that you can have it in the long run. So that's what I would say, that once you realize that working for someone else is not gonna give you progress, it's not gonna help you go forward, then let's switch your mindset towards doing something for your own self, like having your own digital business, having doing something for your own self. So in the long run, you're going to be able to be the owner of that place, of that business, so that you will take as many vacations as you want. You will be more flexible and enjoy your life more. That's what is our goal, is to be happy and enjoy more in this short life that we have. So I'm gonna go to Bernadette for going forward with this session.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning from. By the way, for those who doesn't know me yet, I am Bernadette, originally from Baguio City, Philippines, and now living here in Canada. Thank you, ladies, for those inspiring stories from you guys. So, for my question would be, what should people evaluate if they feel busy but unfulfilled? Being busy doesn't mean you're really building the life you want. Fulfillment comes when your time, energy, and purpose are aligned. So we need to pause, reflect, and choose progress with meaning. So we can encounter all of this, feeling busy, and yet we are not fulfilled. So these are the things that we could consider. So are we, the first one would be purpose. Are your daily action aligned with your bigger whys? And are you feeling and keeping you occupied on doing these things? Like for me, having this digital business, I know my purpose in life. So I have my three whys. That's for my family, for myself, and for my church community. So I know the purpose why I joined this digital business. The second one is progress. Is your effort creating real growth and result, or you are just being stuck where you are? Sometimes when you feel like you are, well, I'm busy, I'm doing a lot of things, but no, you really have to evaluate what you are doing in your life. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't have time, I'm busy. But when you have a bigger why, or you have a bigger goal in your life, you need to evaluate those things. And the third would be values. Does your commitment reflects what you truly matters to you? Like, are your values aligned of what you're doing? Are these aligned with all the things that you are doing in your life? So sometimes you need to check on that too. So it should be aligned on all the things, all the activities, all the plans, whether that would be in your career, your work, your business. So of course, all this that we have, that in digital business, I am aligning everything, my values, to have and to thrive into this digital business that I do have. And of course, the time control. We have to have time management whenever you are doing whatever you are doing right now. So for now, I am still doing my full time job and doing this business as a side hustle for now. But eventually, I want this to be my plan A. So we are having a choice of how we spend our time, or simply reacting to the demand. So we have to choose on that. We have to control our time, and time management would definitely help us out. So while I am doing my full time, I'm doing this business in the time. Packets of my time, those little times that you have, on the way to work, on my way home, and during my break. So I am being productive with my time. That's the big difference. When I am busy before, yes, I was busy. What? Just scrolling and then ending up wasting all my time. That's real. That's so real. But now that I do have my business, yes, I am busy, but I'm being productive with every bits and pieces of my time. So the last one would be fulfillment. Does your work energize and inspire you? or leave you feeling drained. So, as I always mention and share this digital business is my stress reliever. So, when I am into this business, I am totally different. So, guess what? I am working full time, so which means my 8 or 9 hours of my time is there. So, of course, right now I'm doing my business live streaming with these amazing business global partners, and yet I have this energy because I am so proud to spread the news that this is amazing business, this is a legit business, that we are so proud to share and inspire you guys. For those who are watching us right now, as you can see, this is live. As you can see, naturally was going on and off and on and off because it is raw. We are real people, real life, and telling you all the stories that this
Yeah.
digital business has given us. And the transformation, wow, it's superb. And plus, the personal development that it gave me was so much. And I am so proud because we are here. We are real people and we are not scammers for sure. We'll not be here if we are. So just so you know, guys, we are a legit people and inspiring you once again. So back to you, Sharon.
Oh, that's amazing. Thanks for that, Benny. Thank you so much, ladies. All points were, oh my goodness, I'm thinking, wow, wow. I was just soaking it in. So
Mhm.
thank you guys. I hope you also had, the same feeling. And like maybe I'll just say this. It comes down to the realization, because the thing is, sometimes if you don't realize this is what's happening, I'm just being busy for nothing, you will continue the same way until nothing happens. So just taking that time to just stop a little bit and just reflect will help you to see what's what and help you have a think. So that's the starting point. I'm not sure, ladies, if you have anything else to add on to this. Otherwise, yeah, I will let our audiences know, as usual, that if they would like to reach us, we are always open to receive messages, to receive, there should be ways you can reach us on our pages. Make use of those ways to reach us. If you would like also to find out what exactly are we guys doing, the four of us on here, what have we found? How have we found this flexibility, this freedom, this time, and income all in one place? You can reach us by messages. And if you have any questions at any time, feel free to ask us. And we also have our websites on our pages on there, as you can see. Feel free to also reach us through our websites, where you put in your name and your email, and then we'll send you more information to know about what we do. So there you have it, guys. And did I cut anyone off? Ah, okay. All right. So thank you guys for joining us. That was amazing. Hope you all had something to take away from this. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Uh,
Bye.